The life-changing question. Imagine it's 10 years from today. You wake up, look in the mirror, and realize nothing has changed. Same problems, same frustrations, same unfulfilled dreams. Now, let me ask you something that might shake you to your core. What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, you're writing your own obituary? Not with a pen, but with your daily choices. Covey discovered something profound when he attended a funeral. The deceased was him. It was an exercise, but it changed everything. He realized that between stimulus and response, there's a space, and in that space lies our power to choose. Today, I'm going to share with you the 7 habits that have transformed over 40 million lives across the globe. These aren't just tips or tricks. They're fundamental principles that can completely rewire how you approach life. But here's my question for you. Are you ready to stop being a victim of circumstances and become the author of your own story? Welcome to Book Bites, Read in Minutes, where we transform complex books into powerful summaries you can digest in minutes. I'm your guide on this journey of discovering life-changing ideas without spending weeks reading. If you're someone who wants to grow but struggles to find time to read, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because every week we're unlocking the secrets of the world's most impactful books. If you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or unclear about where your life is going, this book might just be the blueprint you need. But instead of skimming through pages, let me walk you through the core concepts, real-life stories, and actionable insights, all in few minutes. Ready? Let's jump right in. Covey discovered that success literature of the past 50 years was superficial. It focused on the personality ethic, quick fixes, social band-aids, aspirin for acute problems. Think of it like this. It's the difference between learning pickup lines versus becoming genuinely interesting. The character ethic, on the other hand, is about fundamental principles: integrity, humility, courage, justice. It's not about appearing successful. It's about becoming effective from the inside out. Let me share a quick story. There was a man on a subway with his children running mild, disturbing everyone. A passenger finally confronted him. The man replied, "I'm sorry, we just came from the hospital where their mother died. I don't know how to handle it, and I guess they don't either." Instantly, everything changed. Not the children's behavior, but everyone's perception. This is paradigm shift, and that's what these 7 habits create. Fundamental paradigm shifts in how you see yourself, others, and life itself.
Habit number 1, be proactive. Now, this isn't about being busy or taking initiative. It's much deeper. It's all about taking responsibility. Being proactive means understanding that you are responsible, capable of choosing your response regardless of your situation. Picture 2 circles. The outer one is your circle of concern. Everything you worry about: politics, weather, other people's opinions, the past. The inner circle is your circle of influence, what you can actually control. Here's what most people do. They spend 80% of their energy in the circle of concern. My boss is terrible. The economy is bad. My spouse doesn't understand me. What happens? Their circle of influence shrinks. But proactive people, they flip it. They focus on their circle of influence. Instead of, my boss is terrible, they ask, how can I add more value? Instead of, the economy is bad, they say, what skills can I develop? Let me tell you about Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor. In the concentration camps, everything was taken from him: family, possessions, dignity. But he discovered what he called the last of human freedoms. the ability to choose his response. He chose to find meaning, even there. He chose to help others. He chose to maintain his humanity. Now listen to your language for one day. Do you say things like, I have to, I can't, if only? That's just the way I am. That's reactive language. Proactive language sounds like, I choose to, I prefer, I will, I can create. Here's a real-life example you can relate to. Sarah, a marketing manager, always complained about her micromanaging boss. For months, she was miserable. Then, she became proactive. Instead of waiting for her boss to change, she started sending daily progress reports before being asked. She anticipated questions and prepared answers. Within 3 months, her boss backed off completely. She expanded her circle of influence. Ask yourself, are your decisions driven by impulse or intentional choice? Quick question for you. What's one area of your life where you've been reactive? And what would happen if you became proactive there starting today? Pro tip: focus on your circle of influence, things you can control, rather than worrying over everything beyond you.
Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Remember that funeral I mentioned? Covey asks you to imagine your own funeral 3 years from now. 4 people will speak: family, friend, colleague, community member. What would you want them to say? This isn't morbid, it's clarifying. Because here's the truth. You can be busy climbing the ladder of success only to discover it's leaning against the wrong wall. Think about it. How many people do you know who achieved everything they wanted only to feel empty? The promotion that didn't fulfill them. The relationship that looked perfect on Instagram but felt hollow. The degree that impressed others but didn't ignite their passion. This habit is about writing your own script, creating what Covey calls a personal mission statement. It's your constitution, your philosophy, your creed. Let me give you a powerful example. A 43-year-old executive named Carol was killing it at work. Corner office, 6-figure salary, respect from peers. But when she did this funeral exercise, she broke down. She realized her kids would say, Mom was always at work. Her husband would say she was successful. But nobody would say she was there for us. Carol rewrote her mission statement. Family first, then career. She restructured her entire life, left work at 5:30 every day, no emails after 8 p.m. Sunday was sacred family time. Guess what? Her performance at work actually improved because she was clear on her priorities. Here's a practical exercise. Close your eyes. Picture yourself at 80 years old, sitting in a rocking chair. What would you regret not doing, not becoming, not saying? Write it down. That's your end. Now, work backward. Covey suggests identifying your key roles: parent, spouse, leader, creator, friend. Then define what success looks like in each role. Not society's definition, yours. Ask yourself right now, if you keep living exactly as you are today, will you reach the funeral you want? Or are you writing a different obituary with your daily choices?
Now you know your values, but are you managing your time according to them? Habit 3. Put first things first. This is where the rubber meets the road. You've been proactive. You know your destination. Now, how do you get there? This habit focuses on prioritizing what truly matters. Picture a 2x2 matrix. Vertical axis is importance, horizontal is urgency. This creates 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, urgent and important. Crises, deadlines, emergencies. This is the stress quadrant. Quadrant 2, important but not urgent. Planning, relationship building, personal development. This is the quality quadrant. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important. Interruptions, some calls, some emails. This is the deception quadrant. Quadrant 4, not urgent, not important. Trivia, time wasters, escape activities. This is the waste quadrant. Here's what most people's weeks look like. 60% in Quadrant 1, putting out fires. 20% in Quadrant 3, responding to other people's urgencies. 15% in Quadrant 4, escaping. Only 5% in Quadrant 2. Effective people flip this. They spend 65% in Quadrant 2. How? By saying no to Quadrants 3 and 4 and preventing Quadrant 1 crises through planning. Let me share the big rock story. A professor fills a jar with big rocks and asks, is it full? Students say yes. He adds pebbles. Now is it full? He adds sand, then water. The lesson? If you don't put the big rocks in first, you'll never get them in at all. Your big rocks are Quadrant 2 activities. Exercise, date nights, strategic planning, learning. Schedule them first, or they won't happen. Here's a real example. Mark, a startup founder, was always in crisis mode. 18-hour days, stress eating, marriage falling apart. He tracked his time for a week. Shocking results. 4 hours daily on email, 3 hours in unnecessary meetings, 2 hours on social media for business. Mark redesigned his week. Monday mornings for strategic planning, daily workout at 6 a.m., non-negotiable, date night every Thursday, no meetings on Fridays, deep work only. Result? Company revenue doubled in 6 months. Lost 20 pounds, saved his marriage. Here's my challenge question. What are your big rocks? And be honest, are they in your calendar right now, or are you hoping to squeeze them in between the pebbles?
We've just unlocked the first steps toward effectiveness. But what if I told you the real transformation starts in the next part? In Part 2, we'll explore habits that take you from personal victory to public success, where true leadership and synergy begin. See you there. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Till then, keep watching, keep learning, and keep implementing the learnings. Book Bites, read in minutes. See you in next video.